This is Shaun Sport in podcast form.
Let's head over to Sydney and talk about the Australian Open golf, and in particular a schoolgirl who lit it up yesterday, Rachel
I love
Lee.
these stories.
So Rachel's 16 years of age. She was late to her tee time and they nearly scrubbed her because she thought the tee-off time for her as a professional playing in her first event was 8:38. It was actually 8:28, so she nearly missed her tee time.
Bummer.
But once she composed herself, she was able to shoot 6 under, which is equal leader of the Australian Women's Open yesterday. Here's the other thing about Rachel as a 16-year-old. She had to get permission from her school by writing a letter, giving her parents, getting her permission to be able to attend, so she's missing school to compete.
I don't think my micro...
No, it is.
Hey! Isn't that amazing?
That is amazing.
So have a look at your children at 16. They should be doing a whole lot better.
Yeah, imagine if the school had said no.
Oh, yeah.
Insane.
You just would have wagged it, eh?
No, of course. So what's the point?
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
It's
that's
amazing. I think we all do, seeing young adults doing particularly well. She's 16.
That's
she's competing
love
at
a
the top
bolter.
level.
That's great.
Not probably overawed. I think maybe on the first day, because your expectations are low.
Yes.
But maybe in the next couple of days, if she's playing alongside some big names, that things might
The
change.
pressure
But
might,
it's just
yeah.
wonderful, isn't
It
it?
is a great
Imagine
story.
knowing how good you are at 16
Yeah.
or something. You would have done that with football. I didn't know I was stupid at everything at 16.
Yeah, I was able to play Colts with my brother, but I was just thinking that I was just happy to be there and playing with your brother and playing with his mates, and I just thought that was a good thing. But certainly contending for an Australian
a
Open
major.
championship.
Yeah, that's amazing.
But there's like $400,000 or $500,000 up for grabs.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Brilliant. So good luck to Rachel over the next few days. She's not in the top couple at the moment. She was equal leader, but they've already kicked off this morning. She's yet to get underway. So
Do you reckon
we'll see
she
how
double-checked
can
her tea time this morning?
I reckon she would have 100%. And the other thing I want to mention, when you're watching the news a couple of nights ago, you would have seen a young Fremantle docker, Jeremy Sharp, running with Peter Bol on the news, and you might have seen it in the paper as well.
Yeah.
And it looked like that Jeremy was really taking it to Peter Bol. So I caught up with a few of the Freo guys yesterday, and they said Peter was literally in second gear when he finished the 1Kers.
Yeah.
And not even puffing?
No, he wasn't. So they were running them in about 3 minutes. So for everyone here, that is like that in your
Super
mind.
quick.
That is so fast. That is so fast, and they're doing repetitively. But Peter runs 800 metres in a minute 45. So for him to run a 1Ker and do it on his ear, he's probably doing it on his ear at 2:20.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even. It was a jog in the park.
So settle down, people.
So-
He's not going to be in the Olympics. Jeremy Sharp.
Yeah, that's right.
Peter Bol could play football. He would be amazing.
He would need 25 kilos on him.
Yes. And then with those 25 kilos, he would
And
be
some ball handling skills. He could run,
he would
though.
be quick.
If he got the
must be
ball.
so fast. I must be like the Flash. I'm not carrying any extra stuff.
Actually, I want to see you run again. I know that you were really good at athletics, so we got to have a day. The Jerry Seinfeld day.
How do I run?
You need to be naked and chasing him, Shaun, for that to happen.
Yeah.
Can do.
I think there's a stretch of lawn here. I reckon we can make it happen today. Who wants to see that? Anyway, yes.
Yeah.
More than one person with their hand out, which is weird.
So anyway, get back to it. Good luck to Rachel today, and for all the Dockers lovers out there, Jeremy Sharp is a good pickup. He's a great pickup, actually, but he's not going to the Olympics anytime soon.
Good to know.
Nate, you'll be happy to know that Harley Reed, the West Coast Eagles star who's been on the back page of the paper continuously, is he's front and square in 2 articles on Perth.
Oh, thank God.
They have
Thank
not
God.
given up on the fact that
Reid watch.
Well, they're saying that he's taken over from Nick Natanui in terms of the fans already, and he's
Well,
bookie's favourite to be the best young player this
Settle down. He hasn't played one single minute yet.
Also, the media as well.
Yes.
And we're part of it because we're talking about it. We're talking about it because we're reading about it. I did not know this guy existed 3 weeks ago, and now it's the only thing I can think about is Harley Reed and what I'm watching on Netflix.
It's really interesting. You're right. In the last month, in particular, before he was drafted, it was the constant face on the front and back page.
Because it's will they, won't they get him? Will they, or won't they trade away the pick? And then it's like, and then they got him, and it's like, okay, he's coming. Okay, he's here. Oh, he did something. He put a jumper on. Like, leave the kid alone.
I'm actually interested. What sort of jumper was it?
Well, it was the number 9, Nathan. A football jumper.
The one thing that's really interesting about that, so the Premier of the state, Mr. Cook, he wouldn't get recognised as much as this guy who has been in the state for 7 days.
Yeah, that's right. It's true.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
pressure.
Roger Cook dreams about the sort of coverage that he's been getting.
Absolutely. Moving on to Cameron Green in the cricket at the moment. WA are playing Queensland, and we got in front by about 50, 60 runs just overnight. The game looks like it's going to peter out into a draw. But Cam Green was paid $3.2 million in his IPL contract. He's basically struggled since, but he made 96 yesterday for WA.
So he had the option. So he's come back from the World Cup, and everyone else is just putting their feet up and sinking some cans. And he said, no, I'm going to go and play, get some form back, play Sheffield Shield.
Well, now, they didn't really want him to play Cricket Australia there was an option, but they were leaning on the fact that they did not want him to play, just in case there was an injury.
To save himself,
But unless you're putting the runs literally on the board, you're not going to be considered.
Yeah, that's right.
And in footy circles, this happens a lot, when you're the emergency player and you're not able to play.
Yes. You don't get the opportunity to get your form, yeah.
So a lot of guys, if you've got the choice...
Nathan, you got anything to say about this?
I'm just waiting for Shaun to go on the Kraken.
If you've got the choice not to be an emergency footy, you'd rather be out there playing in the local competition,
absolutely.
The waffle, and putting your wares up there so people can judge you on that. So hopefully Cameron Green's done the right thing. 96 helps him get into the Australian Test squad.
That's pretty healthy.
Shaun Sport is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.